Ricky, how do you feel about these chairs?
They're pretty sweet. I think Adam did a pretty good job picking them out.
You heard it here first. They're like, yeah, we're gonna start throwing stuff. About 3 months ago, we moved into our very first studio where we're filming this video now. And it's been a long time dream of ours to have our very own creative space. I can remember back to when I was in high school getting my very first desk and having my first dedicated space to making videos. After that, I began constructing new ways of storing equipment in my closet and even converting my bedroom into my own studio. As I grew older and moved away from my parents' home, my home office/studio went through many different iterations. I first moved into a house with a few of my photographer friends at 19, where we dedicated an entire extra bedroom to be our studio. And this worked great throughout college to complete many assignments and projects, even allowing me to film some paying jobs in there. Although it was highly functional, I quickly learned the difficulties of having your studio at your home. Having clients to your home is not the most professional way of doing business, and there were many other physical limitations. The next house I lived in was kind of the same story, except for we converted our dining room into a studio, as well as had a separate office in one of our spare bedrooms upstairs. I did my best to make it as professional of an experience as I could, but then my business began to grow. I teamed up with Rick to help with some of the editing work, and it became a real hassle when the entire operation was based out of a spare bedroom in my house. Once business picked up, we knew the home office wouldn't be sustainable for long.
Similar to Adam, I had a desk in my parents' house that I used for schoolwork and stuff, and it also doubled as an editing desk that I used to edit YouTube videos and other small videos I had going on. It's also where I stored a lot of my equipment that I had at the time, basically, a small Sony a6000 and a GoPro. That was basically all I had at the time. Once I met Adam and we started collaborating quite a bit, we ended up sharing his little studio in his apartment that he moved into during college. Working in this little studio in his apartment wasn't terrible at first. It was definitely very cluttered, especially once we started buying more equipment. It became, very close quarters very quickly. Once we started Helen Valley, we knew we needed a more professional place to shoot in and to also meet with clients. We looked at 4 to 5 studios before we ended up finding this one.
Yeah, hopefully the whole building doesn't fall down. Although it seems to be the far more ideal option, there are some things I miss about my work at home environment.
I don't miss working at Adam's old house. Just don't tell him I said that.
And for people who may be in a similar situation, we wanted to give insight into when and why we made this decision.
For me personally, having a dedicated studio space definitely helped my productivity because I get distracted very easily. Bro, what the? Oh my god, it's motorcycle, and I forgot what it was. On top of all that, having my own computer here helps me stay on top of things internally within the business and just helps me in general with editing and the editing process.
Another major advantage of a studio space is that it's modular. We were given the space as a blank canvas, so we were able to decide where everything was put. We designed the space so that everything of importance would be available at a moment's notice, while everything else was left out of the way.
Having everything under one roof definitely helps with organization and helps create a better workflow. Having a studio allows us to be collaborative not only with each other, but with other artists who want to use the space. There are also a lot of creatives in this building that we're looking forward to meeting and also collaborating with in the future.
It was quite a large initial investment to get the place up and running, but now that we have everything we need, our overhead is relatively low.
Getting work today for store the articles and stuff like that.
The home office was certainly the less costly option, but in this case, I think the pros for the studio far outweigh the cons. Also, now that the space is all set up and tailored for photographers and videographers, we can rent the space out to other creatives to create another source of income. The space allows us to shift and accommodate any size set we might need to build. We love being able to bring people's ideas to life.
We're excited to share everything that we've done with the studio and future projects that we do in here. Remember to subscribe for more studio-related content, and as always, thanks for watching.